And now for something completely different. Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome back to another review. Today, as I said in the intro, this is going to be something completely different. Completely different because, as you probably see over there and from the intro, there's a Wickham trolley included in this route. But before we have a bit of fun with that, I'll show you around. So this route is completely built from scratch. Every asset you see here is custom made for this route, and I assume to be reused for your routes if you download it, of course. And what route is it? Well, it's called the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway, I believe. I mean, looking around, it's quite a nice little railway. I like it. It's this is only just the little headquarter type place. It's not too big. It's a bit on the small side, as you'll probably see later. But apart from that, it is crammed, packed full of custom assets and detail. I mean, there's the headquarters there. I won't show you too much up the line. Well, saying that, there you go. Yeah, it's just crammed, packed. I love it. It's fantastic. A bit like Wayside Works locomotives. They also helped to make this route, as well as my good friend John Astley, who I know from a few other add-ons that I've reviewed in the past. I also had the pleasure of meeting John at Keighley and Worth Railway this year, 2022. It was a pleasure to meet him in person. Anyway, I was excited when I found out about this route, specifically for this Wickham trolley. And if I zoom over to it, you'll understand why. Now, it is drivable, completely drivable. And I warn you now, it's a bit loud, and it's completely custom to the game. They made this specifically for this line, and you get it included, as well as all the assets and everything else for this railway. And it's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, let's have a quick review of this line/loco. As you can tell, it's an LNER Wickham trolley, and they recorded the sounds from a preserved version, I believe. And it's got a JAP V2 engine in it, hence why it sounds like a hit and miss engine. Now, it took me a while to try and figure out how to drive this thing, because obviously you can't drive it using the original HUD up here. You have to use this one, as you probably saw in the intro. So if I hop into number 2, so here's obviously your shed and that. You can have steam, you can do what you want. It's a lovely little route, really. As you notice, there are a few milk bottles about, mainly because I tried to find the DP Simulations level crossing pack, but I couldn't find it, unfortunately. So hence why there's a few milk bottles there and there, but that's as far as the only milk bottles that I could find. I'll have a quick look in here, because I haven't had a look in here. Wow, look at that. Like I said, every asset like this is completely custom for the railway, including this little shed here, as well as the Wickham. Anyway, enough waffling. So, press 2 again. This is your sort of number 2 camera that you're familiar with. Number 1, you only get 2 views. You get this one, you get that one. That's it. That's all you need in a Wickham trolley. To drive it, you press the handbrake key. That takes that off, which is rolling away. Usual forward and backwards is W and S. Throttle isn't A and D. That's where you have to use the F4 HUD. So put it forward, take the brake off, give it some revs, and away you go. No whistle, no horn, just old-fashioned. Stop. There we go. Oh, old-fashioned, probably a motorbike engine on a set of wheels on a railway line. Cushy. Anyway. So let's come out of the yard. So you've got your station, which is Brockford platform. You've got sidings, of course. Cool, there's a whole load of track in front of us, but I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to risk that. But I'm assuming you could probably put a low loader there so you could role play some loading of a locomotive. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's trundle down the line. So take the handbrake off. This is going downhill now, so away we go. Just set the route. Done. And you will notice that this thing picks up speed quite quickly because it is just a Jack V2 engine, said strapped to a part, strapped to some wheels. Yeah, no sh. Right, let's try that again. So this time I will set the route again. So that, and that. Okay. Don't quite know why that gate opens, but still, not a bad touch. Oh, where is it? Where is it? There we go. Right, so do that. Obviously, when you're not, playing with a whip and trolley, you can just say it's a broken engine and shove it there. It's got its own little shed and everything. So, do that. Take the brake off and roll. Away! Hi-ho silver! So hopefully I shouldn't derail this time because I set the points to the right direction. He says. It's not a bad little railway, I'm not going to lie. It's actually really nice. Yeah, it's nice for, well, it is a light railway. It's not even, I don't even think it's a mile long. It's like something you'd have in your back garden, something like this. 1 in 47 now, that's a bit steep, not gonna lie. But I bet if this, I don't know if this is a real railway, I think it is, I don't know. There's not much history given in the manual, or at all. So, yeah, so you've got 2 stations. This is Doverbrook by the looks of it, a nice little concrete built halt, rather nice. Again, it's quite a nice little railway, I'm enjoying this. Little putting along, a little Jap Wickham trolley. The rest of the line's down here, but that's as far as you go. And that's, yeah, I did forget to say that this review isn't going to be too long. I don't know if this is it, or they're going to extend it, I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be other versions of it. But either way, it's quite an enjoyable little route, and you get this, like I said, you get the Wickham trolley and everything with it, assets included. You do have to have a few requirements for it though. Hop back into here. Same thing. I'll race down to Doverbrook. Get a nice shot of this thing flying past. Doing about 12 miles an hour because this thing can go for some reason. I think these things were belt driven, so when you apply the power, it just... Ooh, creaky. Meow. Breakneck speeds. That's just so quirky, I love it. That's just, made my day, that is. That is brilliant. I'm glad I downloaded it. And guess what? It is entirely free, as is everything from Wayside Works or Slowline Simulations. Uh, as I said earlier, before I had my little incident, it's made by Slowline Simulations as well as Wayside Works. John Astley, like I said, is a good a friend of mine who I met luckily at Keighley and Worth Valley. And with the help of lots of tea, which I don't blame him. Looking at the results, should probably require a more stiffer drink. So what I'll do is I'll park this bad boy here. Oh no, hang on. I've played this game for so long. Pause it here, get a couple of screenshots for the old thumbnail. So, yeah, not really a long review today, but not bad. I mean, it's you know, it's amazing the amount of work and detail that's gone into it. I really need to find that pack because I can't stand seeing milk bottles. I mean, that's my fault. That is because I don't have a pack installed, so the game just chucks in a bunch of milk bottles. I'm just blown away. Like the last review I did on the Manning Waddles from Wayside Works, I'm completely blown away with how far Slowline Simulations and Wayside Works have come in the past year or so in terms of detail and reskins, you know, textures, the whole lot. And the fact that they've made this made this route completely from scratch with custom assets, you know, it's brilliant. In fact, it's fantastic. It's absolutely superb. Every bit of detail is fantastic. I love the bottle. Superb. I mean, it's a nice little route. You can pick up passengers. You can do the whole lot thing. You know, for the four-wheelers that you can get, have a little Manning Wardle here. Keep it in the shed over there. Have that dead over there in its shed. Just trundle back and forth. Have a little gala. Not too long. Probably be about a 15-minute scenario. Job's a good one. Fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to call it the end of the video. So once again, I can't speak today. Once again, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. And if you want to see more of my content, please subscribe, hit that like button, and you will hopefully be notified of any other videos I make if you click the bell icon. So, thanks again, guys, and I'll catch you hopefully in the 100s. Again, can't speak. Hopefully, I'll catch you again in the 100 subscriber special. I'll see you then. See you later. Bye.